Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this video, I'll show you how to create this accordion without using any JavaScript. We'll be using just HTML and CSS to create this. So let's get started. Right here, I have created this folder called Accordion and I just opened it with VS Code. Now let's go ahead and create the necessary files. So let's create a new file called index.html and let's create another file called style.css. And let's go to the index.html file and let's start by typing exclamation and pressing tab, and you will have this basic HTML5 code. And here let's link our CSS file, so I just tap link and press tab, and here in the href let's tap style.css. Right now let's start with the markup of our design. So the first thing we will do is we will create a container division, and let's give it a class of FAQ container. And in this we will add these accordions. Now since we are not using any JavaScript, we will use an HTML tag called details. So let's go back and let's create the tag. So just type details, and in this details tag we need to have a summary tag. So let's type summary, and here you can add your text. So let's go ahead and add this text, what is web development. And then whatever you add after this summary will be displayed as this content inside the accordion. So if you just add over here, for example, test, and let's go ahead and open this in our browser. So I have this extension called live server installed in VS Code. So once you have this installed, you can just right click in the HTML file and click on open with live server. And now we can see that our content is being displayed over here. And if I click on this question, we have all the content after the summary tag displayed over here. So if I just type test123, we can see that if I click on this, we have test123 displayed over here. So this is how the details and summary tags work. So whenever we click on this, once again it hides. Now let's go ahead and create all the other questions. So here for the content of the answer, we need to add an image and also this text. So I'll just add all of this inside a division, and let's give it a class of content. Now in this division we will add all the content. So first of all, let's add this image. So I'll just create an img tag and I'll just get the image from Pexels. Alright, so here I'm in pexels.com, and here you can find free images for your websites. So I'll just search for something. I'll just search for web design. And let's go ahead and select one of these images. I'll just select this one right here, and I'll just copy the image URL and I'll just paste it over here, and I'll just delete everything after JPG. And now we can see that if we open this, we have the image displayed over here. Right now let's go ahead and continue with the next element, which is this paragraph tag. So let's copy this text, and here outside this img tag let's paste the text over here. And now let's go ahead and create the second question. Now before that, let's go ahead and add this icon. So if you go back to our design, here we can see that we have this icon which is shown by default by the details tag. So now we can see that this icon is displayed over here, but we want to remove this icon and we need to add our own icon. So let's go ahead and get an icon from heroicons.com. Right here I'm in heroicons.com, and let's search for down, and I'll just copy this down icon from here. So I'll just copy the SVG. Let's go back, and here after this question we just create a span, and I'll just give it a class of icon, and let's paste the icon over here. Right now let's go ahead and copy this details tag, and let's paste it for the second question. So let's copy this and let's paste it down here. And for the second question we have this question right here, what is responsive web design. So I'll just add it over here, and in that we need to have this paragraph. So I'll just copy this paragraph, and let's go back and let's paste it over here. So I'll just remove this image and I'll just paste the paragraph. And then we need to have one more details tag. So let's copy this and let's paste it down here. And let's go back, and we need to have this question right here. So I'll just add it over here. And then we have this icon, and then for the content, here we can see for the content we have this text and also this unordered list. So let's add that. Here first of all, let's type follow these steps, and let's create a UL, and in that we'll create list items. So let's copy this, and I'll just paste it over here, and let's create another li, and let's copy this one right here, and I'll just paste it. And now if we go back to our design, here we can see that all the elements are displayed over here. Alright, now let's go ahead and style this using CSS. So let's go to a style.css file. And the first thing we will do is we will style the FAQ container division, which is the main container division. And we will set a max width of 600 pixels. And let's also set the margin to 24 pixels top and bottom and auto for left and right. And let's set the font family to Roboto and sans serif. And here we can see that the font has changed. And now let's go ahead and reduce the height of these icons. So for that, let's go ahead and let's type details. And in the details we have the summary tag, and in that we have the icon, and in the icon we have the SVG. So let's type summary icon SVG, and let's go ahead and set the height to 24 pixels, and to bring it to the center I'll just tap display of flex, and now we can see that the icon looks alright. Right now let's also style the image so that we can see all the other content clearly. So here let's tap details, and here we can see for the image we have this img tag which is inside the content division. So let's tap content img, and let's set the width of the image to 100%, and I'll just set the max height of the image to 200 pixels, and let's type object fit to cover so that it has the correct proportions. And let's also add a margin of 16 pixels top and bottom and 0 for left and right. And let's also add a box shadow, so I'll just tap box shadow, and let's set the values to 0 for pixels, 8 pixels, negative 2 pixels, RGBA, 0, 0, 0 and 0.2. Right now let's style the content division, so let's type details, content, and for the content let's add a padding of 16 pixels, and let's set the line height to 1.8. So this is how the content looks. Right now let's go ahead and style the details tag. So let's tap details, and here let's type cursor to pointer. So when we hover over this, we can see that we have this pointer. Or let me just add it to the summary. So let's go back, and I'll just select the summary. So I'll just tap details, summary, and I'll just tap cursor to pointer, and I'll just remove this line from here. And now when we hover over this question, we have the cursor set to pointer. Right now for the details, let's go ahead and set a background color, and let's set the color to ED F2 F4, and let's also add a border radius so that we have rounded corners. So let's tap border radius, and I'll just set it to 4 pixels. Right now let's go ahead and style the summary. So here we can see inside the summary we have the question. So here we can see we have the question and this icon. So let's go ahead and set the display to flex, and justify content to space between so that the icon is on the right side and the question on the left side. And we'll also add a gap of 16 pixels. Right now let's set a padding, and let's set the padding to 16 pixels top and bottom and 24 pixels left and right. And let's also add a background color, and let's set the value to 1D3557, and let's set the color of the text to white. And now we can see that the rounded corners are not being displayed. So for that we need to go back, and for the details we need to set the overflow to hidden, and now we can see that the rounded corners are being displayed. Right now when we click on these questions, we can see that if we click fast enough, it is selecting this question. So let's go ahead and set the user select to none. And now if we click on this, we can see that the question text is not being selected. Right now, the next thing we need to do is when one of these questions is active. So here we can see that when one of these is active, it has a different background color. And also the icon that you see over here is rotated. So let's add these styles. So here we need to type details. Now here in square brackets, we have to type open, and then let's type summary. So when the details is open, then we need to add these styles to the summary. So let's go ahead and set a background color of 0C1728. And now we can see when we have the question active, we have a different background color. Right now, let's also rotate this icon. So let's type details, open, summary, and we have a division with the class of icon. So here let's type rotate, and let's set it to 180 degrees. And now we can see when the question is active, we have a different icon. Right now, let's go ahead and add some margin below these details so that we have this gap. So let's go back, and here for the details, let's type margin bottom, and let's set the value to, let's try 12 pixels. And now we can see we have this gap. Now if you still have the default arrow displayed over here, then you can go ahead and add this line of code. So you can just type details, summary, ::, hyphen webkit, hyphen details, hyphen marker. And here you can type display of none. Right now, the last thing we need to do is we need to add this subtle animation that we have over here. So here we can see when we click on this, we have some animation, and we have the animation for the icon and also the content. So it moves down from the top a little bit. So for that, let's go back. And first of all, let's add the animation for the icon. So let's type details, summary, icon, and let's tap transition. And let's set the value to all, 120 milliseconds ease. And now we can see that the animation is working. Right now, let's animate this content. So let's go back. Now what we're going to do is when the details is open, we'll just add a margin bottom, and we'll just set it to some value. So I'll just have 10 pixels. And now for the summary, when it is not open, let's go ahead and add a transition, and I'll just tap all, 120 milliseconds ease. So now if you go back and if I click on this, we can see that we have this little animation. Now since we added the margin bottom, we can see that we have some space over here. So let's go ahead and fix that. Let's go back. So here for the content, I'll just tap margin top, and I'll just set it to -10 pixels to compensate for the margin that we have over here. And now we can see everything looks alright, and we also have this animation. Alright, so that's basically how you can add this custom accordion without using any JavaScript. So that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.
We'll be right back.